An affair, a TikTok star, and a $1.75 million verdict that nearly ended with a fight outside the Durham County Courthouse. That was not the fight. That was the joy inside the courtroom. We're talking about the case of North Carolina TikToker Brene Montague. She was sued by her now husband's ex-wife. Tonight, a jury found Montague liable for destroying the couple's marriage. WR's Eric Miller was in court and has the story.
That's the sound of a $1.75 million cheer, coming just moments after court was adjourned. Akira Montague embraced her attorney, Robinetta Jones, as dozens of supporters yelled from the sidelines.
She has received justice from losing her husband and the father of her children.
Akira Montague's lawsuit, filed in Durham County Court, accuses Brene Montague, an influencer with nearly 3 million followers on TikTok, of seducing and having an affair with her then-husband, Tim. That affair then turning to marriage when Brene and Tim wed. In the suit, Akira Montague claimed Brene used her online influence as a weapon. The affair.
Yo, this is a funny one. When I seen this story, I mean, I thought she wanted on something else, but man, like, so apparently the guy here was married to the plaintiff who won the $1.75 million, and obviously I guess this is his new wife, as they were just saying. She's a TikTok influencer, and I mean she has millions of followers, so she must be, she's definitely doing something right to have millions of followers. Over 3 million, I think that's what they were just saying. Um, but my guy, it looks like you played it kind of wrong, because now you cost her $1.75 million in the settlement to your ex-wife. Um, for having an affair, and then, a divorce. And I'm sure, before, the divorce had to be finalized before you could get married again. But I'm sure you probably quickly got married to this individual. And I mean, I don't know the dynamics of any of the relationships or what happened in one relationship to another, but dang, that's crazy. Like, bro, you it's like $1.75 million worth of trouble, my guy. Uh, and I don't know. Like, this is crazy. I would have to see what type of content she does to amass a following of over 3 million followers. Um, but it looks like he's seeing dollar signs. It looks like he's seeing dollar signs, and he wanted a piece of that, you know, literally. So, uh, I just hope it was worth it, cause 1.75 ain't there's no chump change just to be handing over because of an affair that you more than likely shouldn't have been having, especially if you're married. Um, that's craziness. It's just wow. And then as you see, the plaintiff in the case she had a crowd, like it's a football game or a basketball game. She had a whole crowd in there. Um, looks like, man, them is all aunties, sisters, and cousins. You know how it is. It's like, dang, friends. It's just a whole group of everybody. Maybe even some I don't know, man. It's crazy. But just look at this. Look, she got
That's
the
the sound of a
iPad.
1.75.
She recording. Got people just cheering like she just scored a touchdown and out there doing a little celebration and all that. So it's just, um, this is my first time hearing of this story, but man, what a wild, wild way to lose money. It's just like doing stuff you're not supposed to. Um, They said she leveraged her TikTok following to get the guy, but the guy probably seen her on his feed and just, you know, got into them DMs, got into them messages, and it doesn't look like she's, that hard to woo and, convinced to do anything. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It looks crazy. This is wow.
$1 million cheer coming just moments after court was adjourned. Akira Montague embraced her attorney, Robinetta Jones, as dozens of supporters yelled from the sideline.
You hear them yells, man? It's like dang. So she's a very very seems like she's a popular person as well. Um, it's just gotta be crazy. Like you gotta like the person who is the defendant, the influencer. You gotta just be kicking yourself right now because you go and you have an affair with someone's husband. You contribute to helping break up a home. Not sure if it was a happy home or not. I'm just saying you contributed to breaking up a home, and this is gonna set a precedent if it hadn't already been a precedent set that if you are the person that's helping and contributing to an affair, you can be liable in court for damages. And yeah, she should be set for life with that 1.75. You might not get it all at one time, who knows, but you should always be getting some type of payments, and if she don't pay, then you can definitely hold her liable for non-payment. Wow, congrats to her. Um, see what else, is in this little short video. So let's see what else they have here.
She has received justice from losing her husband.
And you received a good little chunk of that 1.75, like, shout out to you as the attorney, but you came up, shorty. You really, really came up. So congrats to you as well. It's however you defended your client, she came out on the winning end of the judgment. So, you know, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get a lot more calls because this is something that definitely happens frequently. But this is one of the first stories I've seen um of this nature.
The father of her children.
Akira Montague's lawsuit, filed in Durham County Court, accuses Brene Montague, an influencer with nearly 3 million followers on TikTok, of seducing and having an affair with her then husband, Tim. That affair then turning to marriage when Brene and Tim wed. In the suit, Akira Montague claimed Brene used her online influence as a weapon. The affair also caused damage to her health and deprived her kids of a two-parent household.
And it was nothing but lies.
Brene Montague, who represented herself in court, slammed the verdict, saying Akira Montague.
Now you knew you was cooked when you went in that courtroom and represented yourself. You knew you was cooked. And I mean with TikTok, I'm not sure how much the payouts are, but if you have 3 million followers, you couldn't try to seek some type of advice or assistance from followers as far as getting counsel. Because you go up in that courtroom and you don't have any representation and you're not really too aware of the laws and things that you can say in defense of yourself. You're kind of in there just sounding dumb, honestly. And if the lady came with the facts and if she had proof, then obviously the judge ruled the way the judge ruled. So they didn't think that too much was a lie in that situation. And I don't know, but I'm just say this, man. Sometimes grass isn't always greener on the other side. And beauty is in the eye of the beholder. That's true. That is very, very true. But sometimes the grass is not greener. Sometimes it can be not green. I'll just put it like that.
knew her marriage was over and allowed the affair.
She gave her consent. She said it was okay because she knew her marriage was over with and it was done.
But the jury didn't agree, awarding Akira Montague the $1.75 million after more than 700 pieces of evidence were presented in court, including some of Brene's own TikToks and texts.
That says that my client was telling the truth.
The case hinged on two.
See, 700 pieces of evidence. So you going into this courtroom trying to defend yourself against 700 pieces of evidence, including text messages. And then you get on the news and you sit here and say that she gave y'all her blessing to have an affair, which is just outrageous, man. Yeah, you deserve to cough up that money because nothing that you saying so far that I've heard even makes sense. And so it was a jury trial. So I'm sure the jurors up there looking at you like, man, no, not even at all. But let's see if there's any more pieces to this here.
Rarely used laws, including alienation of affection.
It can be very hard to prove, and the reason is because it's hard to find a point in a relationship where the relationship necessarily started to go bad.
But in these videos and in the court testimony, the jury found that point, leaving Brene Montague with a hefty bill and no answer on how she'll pay.
I don't know, but she'll probably never see it.
Oh my gosh, no, you did not come on to the national news and say that this lady who you had an affair with, her husband, was more than likely not going to see that 1.75 million. So my thing is, what's the use of having 3 million followers on a platform if you're not able to monetize or make some type of revenue from that? I just don't get it. Like I said, I've never seen her TikTok. I'll be interested to go see it and just to see what type of content she posts. But it's just like you have 3 million people following you. If everyone just got on there and donated you $1, just $1, you would have $3 million and at least have enough to go ahead and pay this settlement out. But oh no. No, this just sounds real crazy to me. I'm gonna just let the video end here because this is comedy. And if you like this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And once again, this is Justin Paul. Peace.